What's going on? What's going on? We're back.
Man, it's been too long.
Been a little minute.
It's been too long. Why has it been too long?
Back like we never left.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You want to take that one. That's what's up. Because I was going to say,
What?
I can't even remember now. Now you done threw me off, but that's okay. Anyway, this is our podcast show.
Yeah.
And we are...
Sex.
Love.
And marriage.
That's her.
Hey, and we here, man. We finna bring y'all a real good show because we back in this thing.
Oh, Lord.
Back in the studio.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Yeah, we had to take a little hiatus.
Why did we have to take a hiatus?
There was a lot going on. Coaching basketball. Coaching more basketball. Little leaguers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Little leaguers is undefeated.
It was a lot of basketball. Yeah, a lot of basketball going on in time.
Life.
Playoffs.
Mm-hmm. Just a lot of stuff. Oh, gosh. Okay, so that's why we are back we are ready, y'all. So first of all, want y'all stop right now. Want y'all like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Please, keep doing that.
Yes. Continue to do that. Share with your friends, share with your family, share with anybody who would like to hear some good content on sex, love, and marriage.
For real, because, we ain't dropped nothing in a little bit. But we still get the comments. We still get the follows on Instagram.
The DMs.
What's our Instagram handle?
Instagram is SLM.podcast and our Facebook is?
SLM, Sex, Love, and Marriage with the Washingtons. Okay, go follow that page. There's a lot of good stuff on there.
Okay, y'all, so we have something good today because we met that couple for when we went to the rodeo this past weekend.
Yeah.
We went to the concert.
So nice people, nice.
Oh, they were so sweet.
Sweet in the sweet life.
Oh, sweet in the sweet life. Yeah, shout out to Ryan, one of my girls. So anyway, we was in our suite and just, random people that we meet in there. And we met this couple and we were talking about... just marriage stuff.
Yeah.
And so one subject came up about our topic today.
Yeah. So what he was talking about, we were just talking about, again, general things about marriage and how. So the idea was that us as normal people, or people who fight for their marriages, right? They want to do it the right way. But he said basically like, people get, how did he put it? People get that relationships are based off of false pretenses.
Yeah, because he was saying like, well, I was telling him like a lot of families have gone away or strayed away from the foundation of family, marriage, relationships, how that looks, and, I was telling them like, we get some heat because for me, I think that we traditional. Like for the most part. Yeah. For the most part, because don't start. You know how you feel about that. No, but I'm saying for a foundation.
We have a foundation of what it should look like.
Yes. So some people, now I ain't gonna even say a lot, but I mean, I'm sure if we did a poll, a lot of people or some people have taken that foundation away. And for us, the foundation starts with God. Yeah. God is our foundation. Church, that's what we build our life on. Mm-hmm. And from that, it goes from God, husband, wife, and children.
And kids. But look, I said this before, like, when you look at marriage, God created marriage. It's the perfect entity. Yeah. When imperfect people come into it and they try to build it and try to use the model. For sure. But they're imperfect. Yeah. So it's not going to go the way you're supposed to go. But like you said, if you have a foundation of it, you kind of understand. You get examples like from your families and stuff like that. For sure. At least we knew coming up, like, okay, two people, they get married, man and woman. Yes. And it's like, okay, they together, they working on something, trying to build something together, they having kids, their family's growing, that kind of stuff. Yeah. And we saw that, so we like, okay, cool, that's what you're supposed to do when you get married. Yeah. Not knowing all of, when you get in there, a whole different animal, it's a whole different machine, how to work.
Welcome back.
Yeah, so when you think about that, And what the conversation we was having with that couple was, it's like, it's a miss now.
Well, I want to say, I don't want to mess up the name, so if y'all watch it, I'm so sorry. So I think his name was Sam, you said? Okay, so he brought up a really good illustration of how people try to build their lives and family around like false pretense of social media and what they think the family should look like. And, you know, people do all these reels and people do all this clippets and scenes of, the perfect wife and the perfect husband and the perfect family and, we all coming together. They give you 60 seconds of what the family should look like when it's not. And it's not
that. It's social media and these reality TV shows.
Reality shows. We did say that. Reality shows.
The housewives.
Yeah.
That ain't housewives.
Good show, though. Good show.
Yeah, you want to watch that mess. But that's what a lot of people see.
Good show. Yeah.
Is the family dynamic.
Yeah.
And it don't be really nothing but a bunch of mess.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. And I said that. Me and her said that last. It is a bunch of mess.
It's a bunch of mess. But a lot of times when we look.
Good fashions.
Yes, a lot of people can look at it for that. Because if you look about it, that's basically even from the reality show to the social media.
Yeah.
And if you just, we all follow somebody. We watch somebody, whatever. And we all get ideas. But that's basically what it is. People are just trying to emulate.
For sure.
What they see when it comes to the fashion, which is cool. Okay, so people be fly. Like, okay, I like that. I can dabble from that. Yeah. Check out what drip it does.
But the actual content of it.
But the actual content of, like, when we talk about marriage. Yeah. It's a terrible and a negative connotation.
Because they're not even, most of them not even married.
Not married. And then it's like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
And and then for people like us who's like, okay, we fight for the whole idea of marriage. Black love, here we are. It's black people too. Yeah. We're married. It's cool to be married. Yeah. It's work.
For sure.
But it's cool. You can do it. We're going to tell others to do it.
It can be done for sure.
And it can be done. And there's nothing wrong with it. But people run from it nowadays because of these false pretenses of what they think it is. Like, I ain't getting married because this is a bunch of mess. Or you have...
Or on the flip, they want to be married because they think it's like this, but they don't know on the back end it's work.
It's work.
You have got to work at a marriage if you want it to work.
It's nothing like what they see.
No, for sure. And I totally agree with that because... I mean, I've known people who've got married for the glitz and the glamour and they want a big wedding and they want these lavish things and all of this.
On to the next.
No, for sure. And then it's now y'all at home together. It's just y'all. Wedding is over. Gifts have been opened. Money have been spent. And now honeymoon is over. Y'all back from Jamaica.
Yeah, y'all
got these tans. And here we are, like day to day. I can't stand them. Day to day. And it's like when something goes wrong or when something goes bad or a situation comes up, nobody knows how to handle because number one, y'all really didn't want to go to marriage counseling, so y'all don't even know how to work through problems. And then number two, y'all think that, okay, we thought we wanted this, but we didn't even know to the extent of the work that needs to be put in.
And to go back to your point, you don't know how to work through problems.
Yes.
And the things people see about trying to work through problems, it's probably absurd.
No.
People want to throw water bottles and cups and glasses and all that kind of stuff. That ain't proper communication.
No, it's not.
It's unhealthy. It's toxic.
No, it is toxic.
That's what they say now, right? It's toxic.
Toxic relationship. It's so complicated.
Yeah, that's the old school. It used to be it's complicated. It's complicated.
But now it's toxic.
It's toxic. No, because I'll stay in it.
But I know I don't need to be in it.
I know I don't need to be in it, but we're going to work and sort it out.
So we think.
Based off of what we learned that's not right.
It's toxic.
Man,
it's just crazy because then we also hit on like kids now. Kids are so disrespectful. They don't even have respect for their elders. Let's just talk about that. Not just respect for each other. It's like respect for elders. As she was saying, she was a nurse in school and you were saying how you were a teacher. And they just do not have respect for, you guys. Or
yeah, and then you got to think, it's just the world they live in. Like, what's glorified is not the proper thing. It's really the wrong.
Yeah. What's right? I always say what's right is wrong, and what's wrong is right nowadays.
And especially when we talk about relationship, and I'm not just talking about man-woman relationship. We talk about friendships.
Yeah.
Building relationships with friends. There's no loyalty anymore, really.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't gonna say that. There's still some loyalty, but the stuff they're fed, kids. So then it's just a domino effect of when it's time to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna put this on us, fellas. I'm sorry. The young boys don't understand what to do or how to be because they're given. Now, we were fed some stuff. Come on now, I'm old school.
Now, was it right or was it wrong?
Some of it was right.
Okay,
Some of it was wrong.
Yeah.
Now, we was fed stuff about, how to treat women.
Yeah.
Be chivalrous.
Court. Yeah.
Sometimes how to be a little, how to have a gift of gab.
Player.
Everybody ain't born with that. Gift of gab came with a bow on it.
Oh, right. Come on. Come on, because I want to hear all that.
So we were taught these things, but in the long run, it helped us because at the end of the day, we did see our parents together.
Yeah.
And even if we didn't, we knew we saw somebody.
Yeah.
Either it was an uncle,
or grandfather,
somebody.
Because let's be honest, our grandparents stayed together till they died.
Yeah, to a long time.
Yeah.
So, but now we have, we look at, the future generation of people coming up. It's really us.
Yeah.
We gotta teach them.
Yeah, we like them.
If we let's just say 35 to 45 group generation, but we acting like the 20-year-old.
Exactly. Come on. That's where, come on. And I'm glad you hit on that.
And then us men, we really out here, we think, now we a prize too now. Don't get me wrong, because I don't like to get in on that, Happy spouse, happy house.
You know who
it
the
ain't
real
one of the
prize.
others.
Happy wife, happy life.
Yeah, it ain't one of the other, y'all. Spouse, house. Happy wife, happy life, sure. But spouse, sis, we're together. Oneness.
Okay.
So, but it's on us as the men to teach the young dudes, like,
absolutely,
bruh, it's cool. It's gonna be a time in your life. Like I'm never ashamed to say it's gonna be a time. Like I'm gonna tell y'all, look, it's a time in your life you might be a player. You might have a couple of them. You might work them.
Yeah.
You might be here. You might be there. This and that. But you're gonna have to grow up.
Yeah. You
can't hit 35, 40.
And still got a couple of them.
But then
playing them all.
And then you went out there. Then we ain't gonna talk about the component where, okay, here go these false pretenses.
Come on.
Cause we see it all the time.
Come on.
Then they had a couple of them.
Come on.
And through that couple, you'd had a couple kids.
Couple of them.
You see what I'm saying?
Through the couple of them, you had a couple of them.
So now you just
the cycle.
You're keeping the cycle going. So, but my thing, the biggest thing for me, it's like, bruh, at some point, you got to be tired. You got to be able to, he who findeth a wife finds a good thing. So it's not bad to have one woman.
And I like, and it just reminds me of how you are with some of the kids at your school. So, when we went to the rodeo, you dropped me off at work and then I Ubered to your job. So I sat there for maybe 30, 45 minutes or whatever until we left. And the first part of it, you were still in basketball, but y'all, they left and they were in the hallway and you walked in the hallway and a young man was talking to a young lady like she was a guy. And you was like, whoa, I know you lying.
Yeah, the young man. And the young man, he didn't see me. He didn't see Coach. He didn't see Coach Cuffin. So I stepped in the hallway. Shut the F up talking to me, bro. And I look out the door and I'm like, wait a minute. I don't see no other boys out here. All I see is young ladies. And you talking to them? Oh, nah, man, we got a problem.
No, yeah. So
I got to check you on that.
That's what I'm talking about because it takes somebody to tell them that. And not always a woman, of course. It takes a man because even though if he have a father at home, I don't know, because I don't know the young man, but even though if he have a father at home or whatever, it's good that you're setting that example for him because he can be like, oh, I'm tripping. I shouldn't be talking to her like that or whatever.
Oh, he gonna remember that.
And even if he gets heat from it from other guys, he could be like, because I'm not trying to,
Yeah.
We need that because you ain't gonna get no lady.
Right. It's those small respects. Right? Yeah. It's those small, like some of this old stuff, like, how I feel about that. Some of the old stuff is dead to me. Like, you can still learn from it, but it ain't gold. Like, it ain't like enshrined in, I feel like what you're trying to say is you pick the good foundational things from that grandparents taught parents and parents taught us, and we make it our own, but still keep the core of the foundation. Yeah, because it's like, especially when it comes to dealing with relational.
Yeah.
Man and woman who you're dealing with, and as a man, you know how to treat a woman. Like, you could take some of those things. It's like, okay, if I see a woman coming and I'm walking through the door and I know she's less than 10 seconds behind me, I know I'm going to pull that door open,
for sure,
step to the side, let her go in and let me go in.
For sure.
That's just a respect thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, some of that stuff is lost, and you'll be surprised people don't understand because of what they see.
Yeah.
They think that's okay. Men these days think that they are it. And that's what they see.
And that's when I have to break them down.
Yeah, they need to be broken down. And I had these conversations all the time.
Yeah.
Like, because he don't feel like and then should I be? Like, you as a woman shouldn't be asking yourself those questions.
Absolutely. But once upon a time, you were that person. So here's the thing. It's growing steps to that because I'm sure women that you probably have dated probably have asked themselves those questions when they should have not.
They probably should have. You right.
So
because if we're going to keep it all the way funky.
Let's keep it a buck here.
Yeah, I lived a lifestyle like that where I was the pompous, arrogant, but it wasn't to the point of, I still respected women to a degree of, I understood who they were.
No, I agree with that.
And the power a woman possessed and all that kind of stuff.
But it's still men that's out here that still like old Herbert in their 40s. And that is where we're getting lost. That's where our kids are getting lost. Because we were talking about the other night at the rodeo, I'm just like, here's the thing. People are getting misplaced of where they belong. On I feel like is the godly chart, and because if everybody in the household, the woman thinks she running stuff, but it really, it's really,
that's a thing too now.
No, yeah, it's like women come and then now they start thinking that they run the household or the man's supposed to follow them. So it's all out of order. It's all out of order and out of whack. And then the kids come in, they being disrespectful to the parents. It's like, what in the world is going on here?
So do you think, okay, now I'm going to stir the pot a little bit.
Stir it.
So do you think that's because, like now, let's just take it now. Take it now.
Okay.
We live at a time where women have excelled.
Yes.
Beyond what people thought. way back now to work, and it's beautiful, right? Especially black women.
Come on.
Black women
give us our credit.
Are top notch.
Give us our credit.
There's nothing more beautiful than a black woman.
Facts.
Woo, yes, sir.
Okay.
But now they've excelled to the point where it's almost this level of freedom or independence from needing relational thing, like relationship, a spouse. It's almost to the point where it's like, okay, well, I'm okay without one. But your design is not for that, right?
Yeah.
It's not intended for you to be that way. Like even single moms, even, people that don't have any kids but have done well for themselves career-wise. So then you run into all these other factors that we'll talk about on the show.
Come on, because that can get deep.
So do you think it's because of these things where the clash comes, where you do have a woman in the house?
Okay.
Let's just say they do get married and have children. You do have this class where the woman is almost, let's just say, accoladal, with accolades that they're equal, or they may think they're equal in their mind, and the submission part doesn't come, or none of that. So it's like people are almost on the same level playing, or it's the attitude of, well, I can get it done. I'm gonna get it done. I can do it myself. I can do this myself. I can do this myself.
Okay.
So.
Okay, because I'm going to hit on this.
So you run into that.
You do run into that. I think that women, black women especially, we have came to a point to now our voice can be heard. Okay. And we bring something to the table as well. So we do not have to live in our grandparents' days where the man only worked and the woman stayed home and took care of kids and cooked and cleaned and she waited for Joe Bob to get home and all he did was sit down at the table, ate, got his feet rubbed and went to sleep. We don't live that world no more. So now that we have a world where women are CEOs, black women are CEOs, we run our own companies, we do this kind of thing.
Okay.
I don't think that just because a woman is successful financially that I'm not going to even say you, but people make it a thing to where she doesn't feel like she's just bringing a little bit more to the table and she expects for her spouse to have, to be equal. Like guys do the same thing. Hold on before you start talking because you're on the tip of your chair. Hold on, here we go. No, because this is serious.
Yeah.
Because guys want to be picky too. Guys want women to be successful nowadays too.
Facts.
But some guys can't handle when they want a successful woman. Now they get a successful woman. Now she brings stuff to the table and now she, she feels like she can do it independently. No, the guy is just he should be looking for a helpmate. Yeah. And now the helpmate is coming along. She kind of bossed up too. Now he can't handle it because his submission looks different than what he thought. His submission, people think submission is, oh, yes, sir, master.
No.
I know, but I'm saying some people do think that.
But you won't.
But it's not that. Submission is just the husband is going to lead the family. It can be it's going to be spiritual. It doesn't always have to be financially because we live in a world nowadays that women are going to make more than the men. Mm-hmm. I see stay-at-home fathers all the time, but that doesn't mean that he's less than because he's a stay-at-home father. He's still a husband.
Yeah.
And that's still the way God designed it.
Yeah, he probably should go to work, though.
He should go to work now. Men don't work, don't eat. But I'm just saying, because everybody's relationship is not the same.
Yeah, whatever the dynamic is.
What we do for our relationship don't work for somebody else. Okay. And what they do don't work for us. So
true. Yeah, you made very valid points. But I guess my thing is the boss babe mentality ruining chances to create relationships that could be meaningful because it's so much of a boss babe. I mean,
that if it's going to intimidate the guy, if the guy's intimidated by that, yes.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to get you.
If he's not, then no.
I was trying to get you.
Because I can find a handful of boss babes right now doing their thing, still is inquiring and praying for a husband.
Right, for sure. That's good. And I totally agree with you on that. And the reason that's why I picked at that, because I was just trying to see what you was going to say.
Well, you know, I feel strongly about my good, solid black women who still praying for a husband.
Yeah.
And they don't come off to be
men shouldn't be intimidated by it. It should be something that is praised.
For sure. And
it is what it is.
Yes.
At the end of the day. And I think...
Like, I can't be mad at you for the life that you chose, because that's what you have to build your particular foundation and then bringing something to the table.
Right. And I just think it's a lot, like we're talking about our topic tonight. It's because a lot of times what we see now. It's
like, independent woman, I don't need nobody. I'm a boss myself.
And then I'm on here, I just started this business. You know, and then a lot of times people don't do their research. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but people like that, though, you see, they have a revolving door.
It's a revolving door.
Men gonna come in and out of their life, and especially if they have children, not healthy.
Yeah.
Because you don't want your child to see you with every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Yeah. So now you're gonna have to change your mentality of how you approach a relationship. Sure, it's great to have your own. It's great to be boss babe. It's great for you to have all these accolades behind yourself. But if you're not presenting yourself as humble, if you're not presenting yourself to be you want to be a stand-up wife for somebody, then you're gonna always have a revolving door.
Yeah, I mean, true.
Come on. You ain't got nothing behind that one.
Yeah, I mean, you will, though.
Yeah.
I gotta agree.
No,
I have to agree. You have to agree.
But again, like you said, everybody see on TV.
You see out there.
I move and shake like this. Yeah, I do this. I do that.
And put it on social media. My thing, we just can't get bamboozled and fooled by those things without remembering the whole idea, what the goal is at the end of the day. And the foundation is what you're supposed to be trying to accomplish. We let things a lot of the time dictate, because this is what we think we're supposed to be doing. Supposed to accumulate. Then this will get me what I want. Yeah. And this and that. But I think a lot of times there's a miss. A lot of times on opportunities for good quality relationships, either friendships, whatever, even, romantic relationship, because people are missing the point.
Yeah.
Like,
I agree.
That's not real. It's fake.
Yeah.
It's false. It's a false pretense.
It's a false pretense. And I think that if we keep looking at it that way, our society is going to keep going down.
It's crashing and burning. Because just think about it now. I just look at it like this. You can't open your Instagram.
Yeah. Without seeing some type of influencer.
Well, you're going to see that every time. You're going to see an influencer. You're going to see something.
Yeah.
But you're going to always see, you're going to see something that's trying to seduce you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's always going to be a half-naked woman on there. It don't matter.
Half-naked guy on there.
Guy. Whatever.
Yeah.
Just trying to, but they selling you something. Check out my new short set. What I'm saying, but it's always something in your face. And then when people think that's what you're always going to get, it's like,
yeah.
I might as well just be out here. Date them, serial daters and stuff like that. That's when you get into all that.
No, because that just really...
No, it's pretty whack.
It is.
What happened to the days, baby? Tell me about this. See, I'm old school, y'all. I'm old school. What happened to the good old days?
Okay.
But see, it's a lot of factors to come.
Come on.
What happened to the good old days when you just walk in the grocery store and meet you a fine nice
that's not gonna work for me because I do curbs.
see what they try to do though? They try to give you curbside delivery.
And
then two on top of that, it's all these crazies, all this crazy stuff happening too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't hear people walk up on you. It's like,
yeah, somebody walk up on you. I'm gonna be saying.
So now it's like people, it's okay. That's why I say this all the time. This is why I think like people always say, "Oh, it's been around." No, it ain't been always been around. We the generation.
Yeah.
We the generation.
Yeah.
So you can't tell me what's always been around. We are the most influential generation there is. So we come up with everything.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I think we're brunch. And all that came from, that was never a thing. Y'all can't sit here and tell me that all of a sudden brunch was it.
Brunch was the new thing. That's the new meeting spot.
Yeah, all of a sudden.
Like, that's if you want to meet somebody.
From 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., baby, it's on.
That's your grocery store.
But I'm like,
that's your new age grocery store.
New grocery store. Because I'm like, well, they talk about
sucks because I like to eat brunch, but I don't want to just be brunching like
before
this.
Brunch, it was called a day party.
It was.
Remember that?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
But we wouldn't talk about that much.
Now the day party became the brunch.
Man, all this brunch. Oh, girl, I'm going to brunch. But this is what that's your new grocery store.
Yeah. Facts.
That's your new. The happy hour is over here from this and that.
Yeah.
That's your new grocery store. You got to go to these places where you're tempted by all this stuff because why? That's what you see on the
and you know, show. Brunching, you know how people dressing at brunching.
Ooh, they at the brunch, baby.
They out there at the brunch. Okay.
Yeah. I can't go to the brunch.
You sure can't. You can take me to the brunch. And we can sit together and eat a nice brunch meal.
See, that's what I'm saying.
That's what we can do.
Then for us folks, we got to decide to go do something else.
Yeah, because we can eat brunch at the house.
They gonna show it on TV. They go, the guys is supposed to be at home with their wife. They at the brunch too. But
Come on home, Charlene. Come on home, Charlene.
I see you. Heard you was at the brunch.
Well,
talking to a group.
Well, see, that's what we getting bad at is we go to talking to a group. But anyway, so that was it in a nutshell for today. I mean, we can really hit on that topic
go there for a minute.
Because it's so relevant today. And
all the things we see.
Ooh. You mean something, huh?
Just all the things we see have just tainted our views.
That's facts.
On relationship and skewed our view of the importance of relationship.
For sure. Now I agree with that.
Because it's important. Nobody is built and designed to be by themselves. I don't care how. Right. I don't care if you're not getting married. I don't care about anything, but you're not designed to be by yourself.
Yeah. That's why we have Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
And knew he needed something out of that rib.
Yeah. You're just not. So we gotta make sure we see through the smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
The smoke screen. Mm-hmm. Make sure we ain't getting bamboozled.
Yeah.
On these false things that are being put out there. And for people that's working hard at their stuff.
Yeah.
And people looking at us like, oh, y'all still, yeah, we got to work because all the stuff y'all get to do and see. Yeah.
Y'all, no, it's crazy that you say that real quick because, like, single people feel like they are living the life, but then they really want to be in a good, solid relationship. And then some married people think that they're missing out because of so much fun that they see single people having.
And they gonna get out there
when they wishing to be married.
And they gonna be out there miserable. Yeah.
See y'all.
Yeah, I can have it. I sit up in here with matching uniform with my wife.
Come on. Y'all see, we wore these to the rodeo and I thought that we should bring them back. And baby, they was on us because it say, where I go, trouble follows. And there go the trouble.
You don't want this more, baby. You don't want this
Everybody was like, oh my gosh, this was so cute. Is he so much trouble? I'm like, he is, but he my trouble.
Yeah.
And he mine. I'm going to stick with. Beside it. Until he get on my nerves and I'm like, going on.
Yeah.
But
that's it though, man. Make sure y'all check this episode out, man.
Hey, this was a good one though. We can talk on this one all day.
Building relationships through the false pretenses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Make sure you check it out, man, because we want to keep it real now.
Yeah, we want to keep it real.
We want marriage to be real.
We're going to talk about us and be real.
We want the relationships to be real out there.
Yeah, authentic.
Yeah.
So, until next time, man, Go down. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube page, Instagram, and Facebook. All those handles at the beginning of this episode. So until next time, man,
baby.
It's Sex, Love, and Married.
Yeah.
Sex, Love, and Married.
Hit it.
Sex. Okay, bye. We ain't got no time. We'll see y'all next week, okay? All right.